Hi, welcome to Sumery P. Today I'm going to share with you a Swedish seed cracker. It's delicious. It lasts for about 2 weeks stored in a jar, and it's gluten-free and super easy to make. Well, it looks like it's super easy to make. I'm actually going to do my first test in front of you today. I thought, why not? It's called Fröknäcke, and I'll pop an image up above. Swedish love eating it with cheese, and it's perfect for Christmas time, especially if you want to do a homemade cracker that's also gluten-free, or if you want to just make homemade crackers to give away as gifts. So it's got a whole lot of seeds. It's got 5 different seeds. So I've got pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, chia seeds. I've got some flax seed and sesame seeds. And I've been looking at various other Swedish people that do this recipe. And one little tip was to make the pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds a little bit smaller so they're easier to bite. So I'm just going to grind them, not until they're a powder, just until they're in smaller pieces. I'm just going to do that in my NutriBullet, just for about 30 seconds. Okay, maybe that was too much soup. Let's see how we go. So I've made a bit more of a powder, but all right, if it's a failure, I won't upload it. So I'm just throwing in all the seeds into my bowl. And then I need a teaspoon of salt. Need the other pouring side, Sue. And 1.5 tablespoons of rapeseed oil, or you can use olive oil, but I'm going to use what the original recipe says. Just 1.5. And in this jug here, I've got 200 mils, or just under a cup of boiling water, and I need to pour all that in. Just going to grab a spatula. And this creates our biscuit dough. And the recipe says I need to let this sit for about 10 to 15 minutes until it gets all thick. So I'm going to let that sit. How about I cover it? Hey Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes, and then I'll come back and roll out the cookie dough. Now it's time to roll the cracker dough out. I've got some extra pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds here in case I needed them, because I ground my seeds too much. But I think it's okay. Let me just try it. I'm going to put half of the mixture on this baking paper and grab another sheet to go on top. I'm going to bake half at a time because I don't know how far it will spread. And I've got a rolling pin. And the recipe says just to roll it out thinly, and you can tell when you've rolled it enough. So I'm going to try and do as close to a square as possible. I'll zoom you in so you can see what I'm doing. Here's a close-up shot. And my square is not going to be very square. But you know, with these crackers, it's quite a free-from form cracker. When you break it, it doesn't really matter. So let's just do our best. So I'm just going to move some of that to that side. I think that's pretty good. I'm grabbing a large baking tray. And this should fit perfectly on this large baking tray. And all going well, I'm going to slide the top layer off. And hopefully It hasn't stuck too much to the paper. Got a little bit of stickage. Maybe I rolled it too much. Let me just do some damage control here. Now the recipe says to sprinkle some flaked salt over the top. So I'm going to bake the first tray of crackers in the warm oven. I've had it at 170 degrees fan heating up for a while. And I'm going to bake it for 40 to 45 minutes until it's all golden brown. I think this time I'm not going to do it so thin. I'll do it a little bit thicker. Okay, I think that one's so much better. I haven't over-rolled it, so I'm just going to let that sit. I'll leave that one to bake by itself because we need to put it in the middle rack, so I don't want to disturb it. And I'll come back and show you when it's all baked and cooled down. So we're back with our crackers, and I've been sneaking a little taste. So this is the first tray I baked. This one's just come out, so it's still hot. It tastes amazing. Maybe I added too much salt to that one. I actually forgot to put the extra salt on top, so maybe that's perfect. So all you then do is just break it into pieces like this. And this one is quite thin, so it might be a bit delicate, but it's perfect to have with cheese. You could have, anything like ham or whatever you like, usually with your crackers. And you could store it in a jar like this, or you could buy a special jar and give it away as a gift. I'm enjoying just eating it on its own. I can't believe it's such a simple idea. So give this a go. A few tips. Don't roll it too thinly. Don't grind your seeds too much, maybe chop them by hand. And just keep an eye on it. I actually pulled this tray out at 40 minutes and I pulled that one out at 35 minutes. So just depending on your oven, you might need to adjust the timing. I must be hungry because I keep wanting to eat it. Hope you enjoyed my test bake of my Swedish sea crackers today. I'll stop chewing. I'll pop a few other Christmas baking gift ideas up above, and let me know in the comments below if you give this a go and what you think of it. I think I'll be baking this every week. It's so delicious. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.